To use Photostory 3 for Windows, follow these steps. First, open the program. Make sure Begin a New Story is selected and click Next. Photostory 3 works in 4 major phases. Phase 1 is to import and arrange your pictures. To import your pictures, click Import Pictures. Then select them from wherever you might have them stored, whether it be your H drive, your desktop, or a thumb drive. Once you have this window open, what I like to do is left click and drag over all the pictures I want to bring in and click OK. Notice when Photostory imports the pictures, it's going to put them in an order toward the bottom of this screen. Whatever order the pictures are in are the order they're going to play when you actually play your story. So make sure you have rearranged the pictures in the order that you want them in. To rearrange the picture is very simple. You can either select the picture here until it's highlighted blue by left clicking and move the picture with these arrow buttons. Or another way is to left click on the picture and drag it to the location you want it to be in. You can rotate a picture using these buttons. You can address red eye problems and color problems right here. Once I've got the pictures in the order that I want them in, I'm going to click Next and move on to Phase 2 of creating the photo story, and that is to add text. Before we add text, let me show you a neat way to add an effect on a picture. Notice I happen to have this picture selected. If I click Effect with the drop down arrow, it'll change it to black and white, or colored pencil, or whatever it is that I might want to, whatever effect I might want to add to a picture. Notice also when I do that, I get this little icon right here telling me that I've edited this picture. So when I'm ready to add text, all I need to do is click in the text area, eliminate that text that's already there, and I'm going to write something right there. Now, anytime you type something in this area, it's going to come in the middle of the page and it's going to be black. To adjust this, I can highlight the text, select the font style and type that I like, change the font size, change the text color, and click OK. I can further move the edit the text by moving it. I can left align, right align, I can move to the top or to the bottom. And I'll continue this process with all the different pictures that I might want to add text on. When I've added all the text that I want, I'm going to click Next. This is a place where I can add audio, so I can actually speak over the images as they're playing. If I wanted to record audio, all I need to do is click this button right here and begin to speak. As I'm recording this video, I'm not actually going to do that, but it's fairly straightforward. When I want to stop the audio that I'm creating, I'll click this stop button right here. Furthermore, I'd like to show you how to use custom motion. If I click on custom motion, this is going to tell me where the picture is going to begin and where it's going to end. So for example, I click preview, the picture is going to start wide and zoom in. Let's say I wanted to change that. If I click on, if I check this box to specify a start and end position, that'll then allow me to edit these pictures to change where the picture begins and ends. So for example, if I wanted the picture to focus here, I could move the box and it would move from the large picture and focus on one particular point. I can also change the amount of time that the picture appears. So for example, if I click number of seconds to display this picture, I can move that up to a longer period of time. And I can preview it again. When I like how this picture's set, I can use these right and left arrow buttons to get to the next picture. And I can again change where the focus might be. So again, you can use the effect from being zoomed in very tight to zooming out wide. When I have the effects that I like on my pictures, I'm going to click Save and Close. The fourth step is to add audio or music. With Photostory, you can create music by clicking right here. To create music, you just select genre, all these different settings, and then you can always preview it by clicking play. I would suggest not using this because it's very basic, if you will. I'll give you an idea what this sounds like. Okay, a lot of the music in the create music section is going to sound like that. Now what you can do is select music from your computer and import that there. Now I happen to have the first picture selected, and when I selected the music, Photostory is going to start the song on the first picture I have selected and play it for the duration. Notice that clip is actually playing for the duration of my Photostory. If I wanted to change that, I would need to select a longer or shorter clip and change what picture I've imported it in on. Now I can preview my story right here. Okay, you get the idea. You can go ahead and preview it and see if it's how you like it. If you don't like the music, you can select that and delete the music. Bring in some different music. Okay, now notice, as I said before, I had this picture selected, so notice the music began right here. Okay, so whatever picture you have selected, that's where the music's going to come in on. Notice this Sleep Away is going to play until this song begins. And again, I can preview that. That's much nicer. Okay, so once I've added the music that I want, I'm going to click Next. And in the last step, this is the finishing step, I'm going to, and this is very important, a lot of times when teachers use Photostory 3 in class, they don't show the students how to do this step properly, and it winds up causing some problems with the logistics of the assignment. So when your students get to this step, tell them, or if you're doing this, go ahead and click Browse and select the location you want the video to go to. Name it as well. And click Save. Then you have to click Next for the video to actually process. You want to see the building your story window, and that's when you know that it's actually creating the Photostory video. Now the more content you have, the longer this process will take. Alright, and when I'm done, I can just click View Story. Okay. So, Photostory 3 allows you to create video using photos and music. It's fairly straightforward, and it's a very good program. This has been how to use Photostory 3 for Windows.